Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Old Gen GD podcast. Today, we are blessed to have lolwut on the podcast. Woo! Round of applause.
Hip hooray.
Yeah.
Hello.
Lolwut, would you like to just give a small introduction about who you are?
Yes, sir. All right, I'm Lola, like you just said. I'm 22. I've been playing GD since before 1.7. I started about 12 years ago, so good portion of my life dedicated to this game. Just a bit about myself. I watch sports. I'm a Philadelphia sports fan.
Hell yeah.
Play video games a lot. And I'm going for my PhD in theoretical physics.
Oh shit, that's sweet.
Not much else interesting about me,
Hell
to be
yeah.
honest.
This is completely unrelated to anything to do with GD, but what inspired you to doctorate in theoretical physics?
I knew in like high school that I wanted to go into like something math related where I could do real math and like real like papers and stuff like that, and not like just have to deal with numbers my whole life. So I wanted to stray away from like experimental stuff and like accounting and all that stuff where I would put my skills to just doing numbers work instead of like other kinds of math. And I had this teacher I really liked in physics. It was my AP physics teacher. I was bad at physics as a kid, like I'm really bad at it, but he inspired me to like take up self-studying and stuff like that, and I'm still missing some fundamentals from that era where I was just like skipping class and not doing homework and stuff like that, but I've patched most of the gaps, and I began to learn from my time self-studying because I wanted to be a teacher like him, but I eventually decided I didn't want to do high school teaching. I'd rather be a professor. To do that, you kind of need to have a PhD. So.
Yeah, at least if you're going to be teaching full-time.
Yeah,
definitely.
You could teach at a community college with a master's degree, but they don't really pay you that well.
Yeah.
So.
My the chair of the math department at my university is retiring, and some like even like some private college near the area was like, hey, we'll pay you like $2,500 a course to teach, and he was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, fuck that. So I get it.
Damn.
I'm currently like in the process of figuring out which grad school I want to go to for math, and my process is so much in line with what you just said.
Yeah, grad school's rough right now. I will say, you mentioned your chair of the math department. The chair of the physics department at my school, I graduated in December, but we went to his retirement party a few months ago because he's also stepping down. Which is a funny coincidence. Well, he's not really stepping down. He's retiring, like he's done. But grad school's tough right now. I applied to 12 PhD programs. I did not get into a single one of them. Not to make this a political podcast, but the situation with the funding cuts to the NSF and like scientific research and all that under this presidential term, the situation is so bad for grad schools that it can't possibly get any worse. So like a lot of schools just don't have room to accept students, or like they don't have the funding to guarantee research assistantship and stuff like that. So I think I had what I believe to be a stellar application, and I had professors tell me that I could get into any school I wanted. So I was very surprised to see that I did not get into a single one of the 12 schools that I applied to.
Wow.
Good news though. You're applying to math schools next year for graduate school.
Yeah.
Things should be better. I'm gonna reapply to grad schools in the spring and in like the fall and stuff like that, and things should improve by then.
I believe so. Yeah.
So I honestly hope we can get in.
It's unfortunate that the topic itself is inherently political, but I think you're objectively correct in saying that getting accepted into any program of the sorts of higher academia is just botched right now. Because funding is just all over
for
the
all
place.
of us. Yeah.
It's not good. It basically can't get any worse. And I looked into it just to make sure I wasn't kidding myself or like coping or anything. And I looked into it on like Reddit and like scientific forums and stuff. And there were professors responding to these complaints, and they were like, "No, it's worse than you think it is. Like it is that bad. It's not just an excuse." So it's really, really shitty because now that means I have to work for another year and stuff like that. It's just, ugh.
That's fair.
It is what it is.
I'm not exactly. So I suppose I should preface for people who are watching this podcast in advance. We won't. Not that it's been clear already, but we probably will not be sticking just to topics that are centered around Geometry Dash because this could be a lot more than that. So, with that out of the way, there are so many topics that you wanted to discuss today, and it does not have to be in any particular order whatsoever. But I think it'd be a lot of fun to dive in. There's a lot of good stuff on here.
I got a long list of shit here.
Yeah, you just start out with whatever you want.
I guess I'll go top down because I kind of like ordered it like that. What I was doing before I joined and why I joined like 5 minutes late, I was playing Elden Ring and I was looking for like a save spot. That's the game I'm playing right now. Really, Elden Ring is a really good game. I'm not usually a fan of the modern gaming scene where everything's in like 4K graphics and stuff like that, but I gotta say this game is really fun, and I've never played a Soulsborne game before. This is my first experience. I'm loving this game. It's amazing.
Wow, starting out Elden Ring is your first Soulsborne. That's
Yeah, people recommend it because it's one of the easier ones and it's very beginner friendly. Like if I were to start with Dark Souls 2, I probably would have killed myself by now. So, yeah. Or like Bloodborne or like Sekiro. Sekiro is probably considered the hardest one, I think.
Insane. Yeah. That's
it's
the only
so
one that
good,
I did not. My little brother and I. You just brought back tons of memories. My little brother and I started playing that game a long time ago. We didn't know that it was as difficult as it was, and we genuinely thought it was like a troll game because we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
As a kid, my dad would play like Skyrim and stuff of the sort, and I played it, and like Skyrim felt like so easy because he would hand me the controller. I was just sitting there bullshitting as like a 3-year-old just pressing random buttons. But
that's crazy.
Like I could tell what was going on basically, and then he would play like Bloodborne or like Demon Souls, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm loving Elden Ring so far, and I don't usually play a lot of other video games, so like this is big for me. But sometimes I play like COD Zombies, or like I've been playing recently I finished a playthrough of like the original Metal Gear Solid trilogy, so like 1, 2, and Snake Eater.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite games of all time, just flat out. I think those are the best games ever made. The second one is the weakest link in my opinion, but I think it's still a phenomenal game. I recommend to both of you and anyone watching this, if you're looking for a classic gaming experience, I think Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater are the best video games that have ever been released to the public.
Wow.
Just had to put that out there.
No, that's a very strong take.
Don't forget the hit vintage game Geometry Dash.
Yeah, right.
No, I was gonna say it's not common that you find someone who plays Geometry Dash that plays other video games. It's either like you all or nothing.
I know, man. I've been trying to branch out.
Yeah.
I played Resident Evil 2 recently. That game's amazing. I started 4, but I never finished it. The remakes.
Yeah.
I never played the originals, but
they're too scary, bro. I can't do Resident Evil. Like, they're so appealing, but I just can't bring myself.
No,
I have a clip of Resident Evil 2 remake. I was playing. There's this guy that chases you around called Mr. X, and he's like invincible. And he'll just like jump scare you sometimes. But I have this one clip where he was following me, and I didn't know he was behind me. So I changed my camera view to like look for ammo or whatever, and I saw him chasing me, and I had to. I think I peed my pants. I had to pause my game and like go to the bathroom. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life, which is weird because the games aren't intended to be particularly scary. They're more like puzzle based, but like the scary aspect, it'll get you sometimes.
Yeah, when you're least expecting
got me a few times.
Sure. Yeah.
What about you guys? What kind of games?
I used to play a ton of Clone Hero or Guitar Hero. I used to like this is such a this game has been like beaten to death by everyone ever because it's so talked about, but the first time I played through Amori, I don't think I will ever have like that good of a playthrough experience ever again. I think that game was so good for what it was, at least, because it was just made in RPG Maker, which is crazy.
Yeah.
To me.
Is that where the song "It Means Everything" comes from?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I remembered that right. I never cared for it. Of that archetype of game, I've played Undertale, Pacifist Route, and that's about it. But like, I do want to play it someday. It's just it never really piqued my interest.
Yeah.
It's a long haul. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, all of those games are a huge like time commitment to get through it. At least for me it was, because I want to find everything. I want to do everything before I beat it.
Yes.
That's how I
You'll
am.
love Metal Gear Solid. Bro.
Ugh.
You gotta play that.
I love 100% in games. It feels so much more fun.
If you're the type
100%
of gamer who you can't move on from a room until you've checked every corner, you gotta play Metal Gear.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
I don't know. I guess
yeah.
besides that, I played a ton of Rocket League back in the day. Modern Warfare 2 was like one of my favorite
the
games.
original?
Yeah, like the original was
Yes, bro.
so good. I don't know.
I'm a big Call of Duty guy myself.
I played a lot of rhythm games more than anything else. And then I guess the past couple of years I've just like, I don't play a lot of video games anymore, but when I do have time, I like to play Geometry Dash just because it's a bit relaxing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a rage game, but it can be relaxing.
Especially when you're good at it, it's just something that's very satisfying.
True.
I find the
understand
I find the most peace in playing Geometry Dash.
Yeah.
Because I'm good at it, and it itches that little part of my brain that no other game can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those games. It's something like people can talk about too. Like, there's a lot of rhythm games where like there's just not much to talk about until like somebody does something. Like in Osu,
what are you gonna talk about Osu?
Yeah, like who's playing Osu and talking about like, oh, I'm playing Monochrome Butterfly right now. Like, no one cares, bro. Like, they care when there's a top play, and like that's it.
Back in the day, there was so much going on in that game that it was like super entertaining to just keep up with it all, like Ryuke or oh my god, Idki, like all those people that were making crazy plays at the time. But now it's just one guy, and now he's probably going to become the best Geometry Dash player, which is like, what the hell is going on?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Me neither.
So wave carried, bro. He's good though. I'm not to discredit him, but I mean, he obviously just is.
That's fair.
He's good though, man. He has generational talent. I don't know how people like him, like Emrek and Zoink, dude. They're just naturally so good at games. It's unbelievable.
That's true. Yeah.
GD is one of those games I feel like people can talk about. I have a Discord server that I've owned for a little over like probably 3.5 years now. I made it on Christmas Eve of 2022 because I got bored and I just wanted to stream and like play Minecraft Hypixel or whatever. So I invited a bunch of my friends to this server. At the time, I just called it like Christmas or whatever because I do this thing where I stream on Christmas Eve with a Christmas counter and stuff like that. And then eventually the server got like so big and like people kept joining and stuff. It was no longer Christmas, so I changed the name, and that's what Super Weenie Hut Jr.'s is on the topic list. Yeah, I recognize now after starting the podcast that you look at the topic list and
I was like, we're talking about SpongeBob? What?
Yeah. I should have probably provided some context, but that is my private server. I've owned that for about 3.5 years, probably. Lot of history in that server. Like, a lot of shit has happened in GD that spawned from that server.
Really?
I'm proud. Yeah, it has its ups and downs. There's a lot of, like, emotional conflict that happens sometimes because it's just a lot of people and we're all close friends.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
that happens
like
in every big server, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. I am the proud owner of that server, though. I love all my friends in there. But yeah, that's what that was on the topic list. Sorry to confuse you.
No, it's totally fine. What events or like what levels have come out of this server's existence?
So off the top of my head, there's only a few things I can think of, but like I'll try to go chronologically. A few years ago, we started a few like layout collabs. One of the surviving ones was Everybody's Circulation, which I uploaded on my channel.
I
It
love that
was,
level, bro.
it was. Oh, you've seen it?
Oh, I was a
It's
playtester
so
for it.
good.
Oh, right, yeah, you were in the server. That's right. My
Yeah.
fault.
Very good.
But yeah, that level was in hiatus for a while because I couldn't get gameplay creators. I asked Nepesta, he ghosted me, and then like I couldn't get anyone else to do it. So, but eventually I got people like Kiseta, or formerly known as Iruni. I got Mindcap. I got who else? Some other people. And eventually in 2.2 it got finished. It was started in 2.1, but it got finished in 2.2. That's one level that came out of the server. I've been having you know how like people say like baby fever when they want to have a baby? I've been having like everybody's circulation fever. Like it's been crossing my mind recently that I really want to get this decorated, but it's just a lot of work. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, that's like the biggest gatekeep between getting a level out there is how am I gonna finish it?
Yeah.
It's such a process.
I feel like everybody's circulation is the new gen Cyber Raptor, bro.
Dude, I love Cyberraptor. Someone showed me that
That's
the other
the
day.
best level
Or
ever.
reminded me of it.
Best
It was
level.
amazing.
Yeah.
What else though? Every End was largely sponsored by Super Weenie Hut Juniors. Not obviously our idea or anything, but Mindcap, I've been friends with him for like probably 7 years now. Me and Cobra Blitz had a part in Every End. I invited Hamilton. So I was streaming one day verifying the 2.2 update for Chibi Retta. Hamilton, or Hqmy, showed up in my chat. I didn't know who the fuck this guy was. So he was apparently a victor of Fragile and Chibi Retta. So I invited him to the server. He beat the update for Chibi Retta or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Time passes, and eventually Mindcap is looking for good players to playtest Every End. Hqmy had just beaten Deimos and Hqmy.
Whoa.
So we all recommended him, obviously, and then he became the verifier of Every End. So that's another thing that the server sort of created there.
That's crazy.
Thunder is a longtime friend of mine. He's been in the server for a very long time. He was in a previous server I made called Hqmy Core, which was a group of people who were playing Hqmy when it dropped. He was in that server. So I invited him to Super Weenie Hut Juniors, like day one, basically, right? Eventually, again, time passes. Every End was getting a new verifier, and then Mindcap finished Heliopolis, and he wanted that to get verified because Pablo dropped it, and Jif, I don't know if Jif dropped it or not, but he wasn't cutting it regardless, so Mindcap was waiting to get rid of him. And then came Thunder. Thunder had this whole thing where he was sort of teasing a secret verification, and Mindcap had this whole thing where Heliopolis had a secret verifier. Eventually, people put 2 and 2 together, but the day of the reveal was where everyone truly found out Thunder was the one verifying Heliopolis, and that was my suggestion, was to get Thunder. Not mine alone, but like the server, like the you know. So yeah, Mindcap and Thunder became friends, and then he gave Heliopolis to Thunder. Unfortunately, Thunder started to have hand issues, and he had to drop it, but yeah.
I hear that Thunder's version was much harder than the one that's on the servers right now, by a long shot.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thunder's version is significantly harder, at least by like a few top ones in between them.
That's
like
insane.
Ones.
What the hell?
Yeah.
People are having doubts that Helio is harder than Grief. It is. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm not an expert. I kind of am, but like not really. But
at some level of skill, you can start to discern which levels are harder without even playing, I feel like.
Yeah.
Helio is definitely harder.
But experience always trumps the suspicion that someone has. But Heliopolis, people are having doubts if it's like truly top one or not. It is, but people are having their doubts. If Thunder's version were the one on the servers right now, there would not be a question about it.
Right, yeah.
In my opinion, yeah.
I don't even think Vehemence would top that.
No, Vehemence...
No.
Vehemence already doesn't, I don't think. I think Vehemence is probably easier than Heliopolis. But, yeah, I don't know, that server has sparked a lot of stuff.
That's crazy.
A lot of results from that server. I have a lot of unfinished videos that I wanted to do from that server too, like because this is an old gen podcast, I find it fitting to mention we had a spreadsheet where we ranked a bunch of us the 2025 demon list because it was started back in 2025.
Yeah.
That one's all, good and well, mixed opinions and all that. But then I made a separate one where we began to rank the 2018 demon list. Let me tell you, the difference in quality between levels from 2018 and levels from now is like ridiculous, bro. Like the average, the average level quality in the 2018 demon list. There were some people who are like new gens, like Ghost Ball and like Tripod and stuff like that, but like a bunch of old gens and stuff were on this one. The overall average was like 6.58 on this document, and then on the other one it was let me find it. The overall average was 5.33.
Whoa.
On the modern demon list. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
There's again some people who like the newer levels, so it balances out, but it's still like a stark contrast between old and new.
Absolutely.
I would be so
some
biased.
of the levels on the
I would be so damn
same.
biased.
No, I was. I'm not afraid to admit that. I don't give a fuck. Older levels are just, on average, they're more fun, and it does have to do with the fact that they're easier, but it's also, they had sauce, man. They just had some sauce that levels don't have nowadays.
I agree. Yeah. I've talked about that a lot, I think, already.
A lot of those. Yeah. I've been doing this thing recently. Not to, talk all day, but I've been doing this thing recently where I've been playing older levels on controller, and like I feel like some of the levels on that list are like much more viable on like controller than levels nowadays would be. Like I don't know of a controller player who is surviving this top play climate. Like Scaro doesn't play top levels. He just doesn't. Kermal doesn't play top levels. Satcho doesn't play the game anymore, period.
Right.
Kev Tom, I think, was he a controller? I don't know.
Does Brandon Larkin still dabble?
He does play controller, but I don't think he plays like hard level. Like his hardest, I think, is
Zodiac?
Red. Oh yeah, Zodiac.
That's still wow.
That's still pretty good.
That's still crazy.
No, he beat the Golden 9 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. What the hell? And Kinos is impossible. Okay, nice. That's really crazy.
He still plays on controller. I could be wrong, but yeah, a lot of these older levels, man, they're just so much more viable on controller, and it's so fun to play on controller.
It is.
I love controller. I used to play on controller all the time, like years and years ago. Until I got what is it? Bandwagoned into the keyboard meta.
Yeah. I was never a controller player. I like retroactively started playing controller because it gave me like nostalgia. But like as a kid, I just played on my phone or I played on like a mouse or whatever. Yeah.
I used to beat levels in the car on my tablet when I was
We
a
all
kid.
did. We all did. That was the only way to play the game, man.
Yeah.
I remember I beat Theory of Everything for the first time on a trip to North Carolina in the car, and it took me like 3,000 attempts.
Damn.
And I still have the video my dad took of when I
That's
beat it
crazy.
in the car. Yeah, that's crazy.
I know
miss the old days.
Lolwut, I know you said like you don't want to talk all day, but that's literally why you're here. So don't worry about it at all.
I figured other people might have like topics or questions they want to ask.
We'll bring it up whenever they come up. But yeah, I mean, you are the guest, so you can talk about whatever for however long you want.
Bet. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else on this list I can like? Sort of related to Super Weenie Hut Juniors. It's a large reason that I came back to the game because when I moved out from my mom's house and into my dad's house when I started university and stuff, I just didn't really have motivation to play the game because I was still on mouse. I wasn't really a keyboard player. My mice were just starting to like feel bad, and I just didn't want to play the game. Like it just felt like awkward to play the game. That server is a large reason I came back to the game. It reminded me of how good it feels to have like people supporting you and stuff like that. So I ended up finishing off Sari Never Clear. I finished off Bloodlust. I beat Cognition on 144, which is a project I wanted to do for a while.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
And And then I just skyrocketed from there. I beat Crimson Planet, and then Fragile, and then Shiketsu, and stuff like that. And then I eventually, more recently, I beat Hqmy in August. So
That's
yeah,
so
the only reason
huge.
I'm still playing the game right now is because of my friends in that server and
That's
stuff
awesome.
like that. So
When I saw your Hqmy video pop into my feed, I genuinely like did a double take because I was like, lolwut? Beat that? What? Yeah, that I totally didn't expect it because it was such a long time since we last saw
I
Hqmy
know.
progress. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was like a few months when I uploaded like 83, and I didn't even want to upload that. I wanted to just make it a total like surprise, but I was on the verge of like permanently dropping the level and stuff. But dude, yeah, I don't know. That was big for me because I always knew it was a level I could beat, and like I was always capable of doing top play, but I have like serious like commitment issues and like motivation and stuff like that, and so like it doesn't really matter how much raw skill you have if you don't beat anything, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to
fair.
prove to myself that I could, even if I chose to not continue with top play, I wanted to prove that I was capable of it, and that I was to some degree an underrated player, and that's what I did, and that's why, you know, it's good to have people like that around who support you during that, because that is, out of every video I've ever uploaded on my channel, my Hqmy video is my favorite video. I think that goes without
Wow.
saying,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the most heart and effort I've ever put into one thing. The editing is just, it's just me, you know? It's just how I feel. So that's my favorite video for sure. A lot of good things come out of like playing this game when there's people who like genuinely like and support you.
100%.
It's a lot different when you're just sitting there bored trying to play the game, because then it's not motivating. But yeah.
Right.
The only reason I play is like partially because of Ian and like
Yeah.
a couple of other close friends in our circle. Like other than that, I would have quite literally zero reason to pick up the game every now and then. Friends have so much to do with this game.
It feels that way, and I still don't really play the game. I got back in on controller like recently, and like that's all I've been doing recently. I haven't even really played in like, I mean, I opened the game recently, but I haven't truly played in like weeks.
Yeah, I think especially, I mean, you're talking about going into your doctoral program now, right?
I'm not really busy though. I'm just kind of lazy.
I was gonna say, like, the older I find that, at least the older I've gotten, the less I've gone out of my way to play the game unless I have like absolutely nothing to do. But there's always something to do now, so I'm just like, shit.
Yeah, I'm not particularly busy. That's not why I avoid the game personally. I just don't really like it that much. I'm waiting for some cool stuff to be released and stuff like that. But like I work and stuff like that, and I do research for a paper I'm working on with my professor. But like other than that, like I'm not like busy. Like I work a normal amount, and I come home and I just, you know, just chill. I just like watching other people play games or like playing different games or whatever. It brings me to something I wanted to talk about too. Are you guys into like sports at all?
Either? A little bit.
Nice.
I guess what sports in particular?
I'm a big hockey fan and football, but it's not football season, so.
I just watch soccer.
I played soccer for a long time, so I always watch the World Cup when it comes around. High level hockey is incredibly entertaining because it's nuts how I genuinely just don't understand how people can be that good at hockey. It's super entertaining for me to watch.
I love it, man. My the only reason I'm really big into sports right now, I liked sports as a kid, but I was never really like, I never understood what was going on. But my friend Johnny, I met him like probably 8 years ago. He's big into sports, and so we watch his sports teams sometimes. He's a GD player. He beat Zodiac a while ago.
Oh
and
shit!
That's cool.
Congrats.
But he got me into sports recently. Not recently, like a year or two ago. So I've been paying attention to like hockey and stuff recently. Not a big baseball person, but I try to pay attention. I'm kind of into basketball, but I'm more into like hockey and football. But now that football's done, I kind of just watch whatever's on.
That's fair.
What about esports? Any of you guys into esports?
I used to watch
bit back in the day. Not very much recently, but I guess
Yeah,
when
that's
CS:GO when CS:GO was super big, and when Rocket League was having its like biggest, I can't remember what the teams were even called. I think you had like K2 and like whatever. But that's when I was watching like esports, I suppose. Not really much sense.
I was never big into esport. I'm really more of a sports guy. Like there's a lot of sports teams I just like pay attention to. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a Philly sports fan, so obviously my teams are like the Flyers for the NHL and the Eagles for the NFL and stuff like that. I'm into the Sixers recently, even though I'm not a big basketball person. Joel Embiid was injured and he came back, and they're like Frankensteining him together so he
That's
can play the
awesome.
game. And it's just really entertaining. He's a demon, man. He could play with one limb and he would dominate. He's an amazing player. I'm also, again, because my friend is from Minnesota, so I'm into a lot of Minnesota teams, like the Wild, the hockey team. But yeah, those are just some sports teams I'm into. Esports was never really a big interest of mine, to be honest.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What about
At least at like the comp level. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's totally fair. What about GD Esports?
Yeah, so this is what I wanted to segue into. I am really excited. All right, before I talk about that, what do you guys think of the GD Cash Cup or whatever it was that came out? Like the thing, remember it was like Thunder Trick and like Lord Vadercraft and like Jesse Gaming and stuff. Do you guys remember that? We got Thunder into that one. That was very entertaining. But I don't know, that stuff was so cool to watch. I will say the commentators on that event were just dreadful.
Oh,
and I'm sorry to
man.
say that because
Yeah,
I love Tato, bro. I really do. But God, the commentating was so like extra sometimes. And I think if they got like genuine commentators to like train GD, like,
get me
just
on
learn
it, bro.
the game
I'll
and then
freak out
begin
every
to-
time.
I'll do it, bro.
Yeah, like
I'll fucking do it.
you
But I
just
would want to
can't fake it.
participate, so that I can't. Yeah, I know.
you just
It's
can't
got to be
fake
like
it.
genuine, right? But the biggest complaint about that event was that the commentators were just so like dreadful to listen to. So a lot of people were just watching with their stream muted, and I feel
Oh,
bad
man,
because
Yeah.
Tato.
that sucks.
Tato's a dedicated guy. So what I'm trying to say is, I want more stuff like that for GD, like sport, like esports streams
Oh,
for like GD
100%.
and stuff like. I am really excited for, I think it's called GD Champs or GD Champions
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a mod. Yeah.
I want that
it's-
to come out.
Yes, bro. The reason my friends have been telling me about this, not recently, but like back when it was first previewed, like Hqmy was like, if you get on this, you will become known. And the reason he's saying that is
Ooh.
because like I'm really good at like sight reading and stuff like that, and I'm like a really fast learner when it comes to beating levels.
Yeah.
So like a level like Hqmy took me so long because I dropped it so many times and I just couldn't commit to it. But like when I put my mind to a level and like I want to learn it from start to finish, I can beat it really quickly. Like the Paroxysm of Rage took me a few hours to beat. Like I beat it
What?
the day I started it.
You
That's
serious?
insane. Are you kidding?
Yeah. It's just like when I'm not being like punched down constantly by a level, it's like anything can happen in a few hours if I just play to my skills and not like get demotivated and stuff. And so Hqmy was telling me like, dude, when this comes out, you need to like go pro. Like you will like top the leaderboards
You
within
might.
weeks. I was like, maybe. So I want it to come out. I want to play it. It looks really fun.
I've been
It does look
aware.
fun. It's been in development for
I know.
so long.
Yeah. So they gave a copy to Lord Vadercraft to play with a bunch of other people, and I watched his video on it. And I gotta say, like these other top players who are playing in it, like they're like struggling on like sight reading medium demons and stuff, and that gives me the confidence to I feel like I could like really do well in those. So I kind of want to. It would be a nice ego boost if I could.
Sight reading isn't really like a skill that top players try to train. I think it's more so like star grinders that just happen to be really good at sight reading because they beat so many levels.
Yeah, Zoink is really good at learning. Zoink is.
My
I'm
sale
obviously
device
not
just
like a-
fell apart. What the fuck?
What the
Okay, I was messing with it and then the knob just like flew off. Okay, continue. I'm sorry. What the fuck?
I don't consider myself like a top player at all. Like I have large amounts of raw skill and I have very, very little amounts of like practical skill, like motivation
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I am really fast at learning levels, like I said. So take this with a grain of salt when I say this. Obviously, there's a lot of good players out there, and I don't claim to be better than them. But Zoink is one of the few players out there who I think learns levels faster than me, such that I just can't really compete. So I feel like if that's my only competition, I feel like I could really do well.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to try it. I DM'd Hqmy by asking for access, and I just didn't get a response, which is fine. But,
Yeah. It'll be cool. I hope it comes out soon because I'm
yes,
close to quitting the game.
Yeah.
2 more projects and then out.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad at me, Liam. I just found a song and I'll DM it to you. We might
Oh, don't make another level, bro. I can't finish another level.
Yeah, we're working on a level
That's
right
how
now.
I feel.
And
I
then we're
DM
gonna be
myself like song links all the time, and I'll just like.
Oh, when you can see the gameplay in your head while listening to something, it's already done. It's
Yeah.
Oh.
I never actually.
Alright, me neither. Dude, I have like 30 layouts. Liam knows this. Dude, I have so many unfinished layouts with S tier songs that I just don't finish.
Yes, bro.
It's so hard to finish things.
Dude, I'm good at creating gameplay, but I'm so bad at it because I spend so much time playtesting while I'm creating that I get like 10 seconds of gameplay done in 2 hours, you know? And then by that time I'm burnt out.
I have so many layouts that I just never finish, and like some of these could have been like generational if I locked in and finished them, but I still could. I still have them and stuff, but it's just, you know.
I guess on the topic of like Geometry Dash Esports, I remember when they were having I can't remember if it was the World Cup or whatever. It was a few years ago, maybe at this rate, but like they were just trying to see who could beat some level the fastest. Like the unknown race that happened recently, it was similar to that, but they were doing it with top players until there was like 1 left or whatever. I think Tenno was participating in it. I know. It was like different. Yeah, there were different teams for each country. I remember. Okay.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
That stuff like that needs to happen more often because that's
the GD World Cup.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
so
I was in
fun.
that too. Dude, they live streamed my match too.
Nice.
I remember that, dude. Oh.
Bro
What was
participates
it?
in
Do you
everything.
know what level it was on?
It was this easy extreme demon, this old 1.9 extreme demon. It was like a 5-minute long level.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I was
Operation
fighting. No, it wasn't that hard. But no, it was cool. I got eliminated because I forgot to practice the level, so I didn't even make enough points for my state to keep
That's
going.
tragic.
Yeah, but it's all good. It was fun.
No.
Dude, tournaments are so fun, but they're also so stressful. I've never actually felt stressed playing Geometry Dash, except for the Cash Cup and the World Tournament, and that was it.
I've thought about this briefly, but if let's say we never surpassed update 1.9, do you think with the stuff that like Grenade of Tacos or like just the things that people are making now with like a 1.9 GDPS, can you imagine if we just naturally stumbled upon that without...
What do you mean? Like if 2.1 and stuff never came out and people just started making that stuff just naturally instead of forcing it? I honestly don't know.
Do you think that would have even happened? I don't think so.
I don't know, because I think a large reason that those levels exist is like, well, first of all, it's nostalgia baiting, and that's why I don't like them. Grenade of Tacos is barely a 1.9 creator, in my opinion. He's a good creator, don't get me wrong, but that stuff is not 1.9. It was built in the 1.9 editor, but it was made with a 2.1 mind.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's a lot of his stuff is just flashy, like over the top stuff that you would never make with an object limit in 1.9, and I think they're good levels, but a large reason that those exist is because it's sort of like flashy to be like, oh, look, I made a 1.9 level, and it looks nothing like any other level that came out in 1.9.
Yeah,
not
you
to
knew
say
your
you should copy
limitations.
people, but
Yeah, in 1.9 you knew what you had to work with, and you didn't really have all these outlandish ideas to go to, I guess.
The design was much more simple than we give it credit for in 1.9, and that's why it was so effective. Like, think about Insomnia by Glitter
yes, bro,
Shroom
you
or
could.
like
Oh my
Supersonic.
god.
That stuff is so simple, but it's so
I-
effective. So effective.
I think even to this day, Incendium is probably, I
Yeah.
want to say the best creator, but I don't know if that's. He's one of my favorite creators of all time. If you don't know, Incendium was the guy who made he made Scarlet Surge, Sapphire Surge,
Oh, yeah.
Tetrix,
I
Flaky
love
Dude,
that.
all of
Tetrix
those
is
levels are
fire.
amazing,
Yeah,
bro.
that's where I recognize the name from.
I have a favorite levels list where I have like all of those levels are written on there back to back, but then I have like a few hundred other levels. I'm looking to expand this list, so if you have suggestions or whatever. But it reminded me though, like authentic 1.9 levels like that are like that's what I lived for back then. And like even in the 2.0 era, like people say like, oh, 1.9 was the golden era. I don't think that's
really
true.
good, too.
I think 2.0 was a big necessary update. Even if you don't like moving objects, there were so many other design choices that were added with 2.0. I think 2.0 was when levels started to get like just perfect. Like there were just perfect levels all
2.0
around.
was my favorite era
Blade
of the
of
game.
Justice.
yes.
It was the
Same.
most creative, in my
Definitely same, yeah. A 1.9 was good, and it could be considered a golden era, but I think 2.0 is where it's at. Although on the topic of 1.9, and on the topic of like Grenade of Tacos, like fake 1.9 levels, again, I like Grenade of Tacos as a creator, but those levels are not 1.9. That being said, a while ago, I made a level that I tried to make like spiritually 1.9, right? I made it in the 1.9 editor, and I like ported it to 2.2 or whatever. But I tried to make a 1.9 level, you know, just a regular old 1.9 level, no gimmicks or anything, just like regular 1.9.
Yeah.
No over the top theming or anything like that. I just put down what was on my mind in the editor. It has 16 sends and it's not
What?
rated, and that kind of sucks because I feel like a level
What?
should just get rated if it has 5 sends immediately. And practically the way that would work is like, hypothetically, if a level got automatically rated after it reached 5 sends, it would just get rated the difficulty, like on average, that it was rated by like the people who sent it, and then same with like the feature quality. So like if most people sent it for feature, it would get featured. If the majority sent it for like epic or star rated, it would get that rating. I think that should be implemented because the rating system is so dreadful for a creator like me who just doesn't have any creator points already.
And
it's a good level
your
too.
level at the end of time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. The first few clicks of the level reminded me of, I think it was Lucid Dreams by, what the hell is his name, bro?
The rapper?
No.
I think
it's the 1.9 level that had like 3D
I
looking.
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's oh my god, wait.
This level is so authentic with
Is it
1.9. This is so. It looks like you achieved the simple gameplay that made 1.9 gameplay so enjoyable, because
so that's another thing. A lot of people don't know how to do that, and that's why their 1.9
there's
levels
a lot
are
of
shit.
buffers, yeah, and that's just like, I don't know.
Like Now Dead is a terrible 1.9 level,
Yeah,
because it doesn't have 1.9 gameplay. Don't use the deco if you're not going to use the gameplay, in my opinion. I don't know. That's not to. I don't want to sound like I think I'm like better than anyone, but that's just. I don't think you've accomplished 1.9 if you didn't like dial back your gameplay in accordance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right.
I totally.
That's why I feel like the Ocean of Fish is my favorite level in the game right now. It does 2.0 just so well.
Yeah,
even with the gimmicks, it's super gimmicky, but it's still 2.0. It works so well. I don't think a level will ever come out that's better than the Ocean of Fish.
I love that level so much.
This is my first time seeing it, actually.
What, the
Whoa.
Ocean of Fish?
Yeah, I had never
All right.
heard of this level.
You need to take the time like after, or we can like I guess pause and you can do it now.
Yeah,
you
I
need to
got a
take the
plan.
5 minutes to watch this. This level is beautiful.
I will definitely watch it in my own time afterwards. I'll have
Yeah,
like a clip
dude,
of it
yeah.
on screen. This is crazy.
I don't think a level will come out that is better than that level ever. And like I got some solid picks at the top of my favorite levels list. Like I got Death by Alixe. I got
that's
Glowy by
so
Rob.
good.
Perfect.
I got Idols by Zafkiel 7.
Ooh,
Sigma
yeah.
Interface, Carpet
Sigma
Flower.
Interface represent. That's like my favorite. Oh, beating
Sigma
that level is so
Interface is
enjoyable.
one of the most overhated levels ever. I know
I
so
agree.
many
It's
people,
so good though.
not on a personal level, but just like I know of them who don't like Sigma Interface, and that is so fucking dumb to me because that level is like masterfully crafted, bro. I don't know.
It's beautiful and it's fun. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a lot of levels on the. I can send like a list to the document, and you can like edit in screenshots of like the video or whatever, or like in the video. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
There's like a few pages you can just like put screenshots of them in the video if you want, but
Favorite levels.
I'll
as
send a
of
document. But there's a lot of
2026.
levels on here, and I don't think any level will come out in a long time that's better than the Ocean of Fish.
These are
personally
all
speaking.
such good levels. Oh, damn.
I got some picks on there that even other old gens would disagree with. I'm not like Cobra Blitz, where like, okay, no, that's rude. He's a Cobra Blitz is a good friend of mine.
Cobra Blitz is a
But
good person, man. Come on.
he's picky. He's picky on a level that is almost performative.
ICDX
sometimes, and, like,
Rebirth is so good.
that level's awesome. Like he
Oh.
would not put that on there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's
Whoa.
That worked.
too far gone
Plasma
for him.
Pulse
It's like, oh, it's
3?
a remake. You
I was
know?
just thinking about Plasma Pulse 3.
Plasma Pulse-
Dude, I'm gonna hard disagree with Screaming. I'm
Seriously?
sorry, bro. There's
Dude,
the
that was
remix they
awesome.
used. The remix
Ah,
just
dude,
ruins it because
it's not a
that is
remix.
one of my
It's
favorites.
it's
It's a remix.
Mm?
Screaming by
follow the-
Slendy.
Yeah,
The
Screaming.
one. It's the.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a remix. Oh my god, you're right. I'm so stupid. No, no.
No,
Okay, you're supposed to use the nong. It's the original songs.
Okay, well.
The
whenever I
original
play
by
them-
Eno QX. That's the
s-
intended song file, I think, not the remix by Comet.
Damn.
Anyway, there's a lot of levels on that list. We could talk all day about this levels.
Oh,
if we had the
absolutely.
time, but like,
Dorbe
if you want to just
Basic.
like,
The
yeah, some
goat.
of those. The whole series is amazing. Have you seen that level that they're working on called like the God of Dorabe Basic or whatever?
No,
It's like
that
a
sounds
bunch of-
sick.
I'm gonna find this. Hold
It's
on,
like
let
a
me,
tribute to the series.
Yeah, and it's like it uses the song triggers and stuff, so it's like a bunch of different levels put together. Or
Oh,
sort of, that's
dude.
kind of a bad way to say it. It's a modern mega collab where people are making like their own mini levels with like different songs, and they get mashed together in this one like big
Yeah.
level.
That's
Elysium
awesome.
Universe is such a good pick.
True.
Somebody verified Subconscious, the sequel to that.
I saw
recently.
that. I just
Yeah.
saw that. That is insane. Lover's
Me
Sadness
and-
is also such a good pick.
Me and Hamilton placed a bounty on Subconscious, and that's why somebody did it, presumably.
Mm.
So if you go through, I'm gonna send you this Twitter user named Chain Lost. If you go through this guy's account, he has, or they, I don't know their pronouns. They have videos of all of the God of Dorabe basic parts and stuff like that on their account. And these parts are just so good.
Huh.
It's not all of the parts, but it's like most of them, you know.
Oh,
But
shoot.
dude, you gotta watch these. They're really good.
Red Sea
I
Bozo Land.
straight
That
up
level's awesome.
don't remember my Twitter login. This is not good.
Uh,
Oh, don't do this to me. I can't look at it.
older levels. I did want to
Sugar
mention
Water
like,
Cyanide is good.
so that's another pick where Cobra Blitz would probably cut my head off if he knew that I put that on there, because that
Well, he
level
might now.
level is it's just plain slop, but it's such a guilty pleasure. Like I love watching that level, bro.
Desespore? Oh my gosh. Bro.
Yeah, that level's good too.
I'm
We could
looking
talk
through
about
these.
these levels
This is
all
so
day,
good.
man.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody, I think it was like Ghost Ball or something, mentioned talking about like 9 circles levels or whatever.
Mm.
No wait, who was it? Somebody. I don't know if it was Ghost Ball or someone else, but somebody mentioned talking about like 9 circles levels. I don't know. What do you guys think of the?
Never a fan, really.
So, okay, I'm biased because I was around when 9 Circles got released, and that was the hottest shit the game has ever seen.
Yes,
we talked about this in a previous episode with Declan, but Declan has a very big admiration for the 9 Circles format, and I do too. I think it's great. Like it hasn't lost its charm after all of these years because people keep doing it. But the original like 9 Circles levels that were coming out, so like 9 Circles, Jawbreaker, Problematic,
yeah, so I think
Hyper Paracosm, well, what was it, Ultra Paracosm, or which one came first?
Hyper Paracosm is the end level one. Ultra Paracosm, well, there's Paracosm Circles and then Ultra Paracosm and then Hyper Paracosm down the line. I don't know. I love the.
Who remembers that? Holy shit!
Ultimate
Circles is crazy.
I love a lot of the originals, like Jawbreaker, Fairy Dust, Problematic, 9 Circles, obviously the original. I weirdly like 9 Circle X, even though it's just bad. I don't know. It's just a guilty pleasure.
Is that the one with like the screen breaking effect?
I think so.
In the beginning?
No. Is that the Vibrant one?
Yeah, 9 Circle X is the Vibrant and Zerberus one.
God,
it's like the quote-unquote official rating. I really like Infernity by Joe 2K.
Oh,
you guys know what that is?
yeah.
That's a good one.
Joe 2K is so OG.
I'm a big Sonic Wave fan. Sonic Wave Rebirth is my favorite remake of Sonic Wave.
Okay,
or like
that
the
one's just the most
SWY.
true to the original, honestly.
The original SWY is also really good. Like
the legacy version, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So true. I wish that was the one that got verified.
Original Cosmic Cyclone is so peak.
I never liked the gameplay. I couldn't get into it. I don't know. I don't know.
It's too similar to, I don't know.
Maybe... It just never looked fun. I don't like 4x speed gameplay, personally. So
that's fair. I think it's too fast for some game modes to be really enjoyable. Like 3x speed wave is just so much more smooth to play than 4x.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel pretty sour towards like 4x speed gameplay personally. I don't know.
I'd have to sometimes make my window smaller in order to make 4x speed gameplay like more readable. Because if it's
I play full screen.
Yeah, I prefer to play full screen, but if it's 4x speed, it's genuinely like I can't see what's going on, and I think that's just a skill issue of mine. But it's so fast, so fast. I never got used to it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking through the list. And
there's only
covered
one
pretty much
thing
everything,
that we haven't discussed.
Right, let's address the elephant in the room. Okay. So, before, I don't know if this got caught on the recording or not, but when I joined this call, I'm pretty sure this is before you started the podcast, but you were talking about this level. I can only assume it's the level I'm thinking of.
Absolutely.
Let me explain the lore. So, when me and the guy I mentioned earlier, Johnny, or Zenova, me, him, and some other guy who's not active, so I'm not gonna bother naming him. Like 7-8 years ago, probably 8.5 years ago by now, we were sitting in this random call, and this guy is trying to get us to play a level. So we go to our search bar, and he gives us this ID, except his mic cuts out and he forgets one of the numbers or something, right? So the ID that I type into my search bar is 383163. Okay. And this leads us to a level called BlackNuts by the Trident or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
So this random level we were never like meant to find or anything. He just gave us the wrong level ID. His mic cut out and it gave us the wrong level ID. So like years and years later, and this was like a ongoing like meme in the friend group, so to speak, for like years and years, obviously like 6 years down the line until Super Weenie Hut Jr. was made. And then it became a trend where every time you beat a new hardest level, you have to go on this. You have to first of all beat this level on your first try. You have to first try this level.
Oh, no.
And then you have to comment like on the level, right? So people began commenting like their progress on like the level that they had just beaten, like 100% or whatever. I believe it started with when I beat Sari Never Clear, I think. Yeah, it must have been. And then Johnny beat Sonic Wave, and then Yista beat, I think it was Koareta, maybe? I don't know.
So
And then Johnny beat Launchpad Labyrinth, and then Humor Fulex beat Bloodbath. Yeah, and eventually it became so popular that like a bunch of random people were submitting their progress in this comment section.
How manageable is it to beat this level in one attempt?
Very. It's super easy. It's genuinely like an old ass unfinished 6-star.
Dude, it took me like 40 attempts, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It was made in like 1.6 or something, bro.
I'm surprised because even if you search up the level's name, it is the only one that comes up. Like there's
you're not allowed to put nuts in a level's name anymore, I don't think.
What?
Oh, somebody beat Sweater Weather and commented like 4 months ago.
Are you kidding? That does not deserve. Okay.
It does not deserve this level. Every time.
No, get Sweater Weather out of here. Thinking space, thinking space.
I had to go comment when I beat Hqmy. But
yeah.
I forgot to comment when I beat Zodiac and Oblivion, because those weren't hardest, so I guess I wasn't thinking about it, but it was still deserving, I think. But yeah, so that's what that is.
There's a lot of like correlation in what people are beating for new artists, it seems. Like Oblivion's on here quite a bit.
I think it would look really funny if, you know how in the previous title you put like the stuff you talk about?
BlackNuts question marks. I'll do it. Why not? Yeah.
So, all right. Another thing, Hqmy has been begging me to come on this podcast and ask about this.
Thank you, Hqmy.
Okay. All right. So Hamilton, if you're watching this is for you. Okay. I want your guys' opinion on an ethical dilemma. Okay.
Okay.
Oh god.
Ethical. It's just a dilemma. But all right, which is harder? Beating all of the demon list in one go. And I will say you do have to do it in order, even though I don't know if that's accurate to the intended. But okay, I'll just say you have to do it from top to bottom in order. Or doing 1 billion single spike jumps in 1 time speed in a row, and they're not like buffers. You can't just do one and just hold.
Okay.
All right.
So
which is harder?
Do you have one attempt to beat the whole top 150?
Yeah, you have to first try everything, including the impossible first clicks and stuff, and like on.
Can you pause in the 1 billion single spike jumps?
Yeah, sure, but it'll take you longer. It's already takes 32.5 years to complete.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, can you like go and pee and stuff? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. In this idealized sort of like hypothetical bubble, right? You don't have to pee. It takes 33 years, but like you don't feel anything. It's just, to you, it's just like an instant or whatever. It's like just a regular level length, probably. I don't know.
I feel like I might be stupid for saying this, but I genuinely feel like 1 billion single spike jumps might be harder.
Yes, bro. I told you.
I just,
oh my God, Hamilton,
I really think so. I don't know.
Hamilton got like red in the face mad because I told him it was like the 1 billion spikes is hard. He's like, dude, but it's like one jump. You to do the whole
for 33 years though. The top 150 is like maybe.
You, it doesn't like feel like 30. So it's like, you know, it's just the jumps, but it's like so long that like you feel you feel the effect of the length, but it doesn't actually take like 33 years. I'm assuming, right? Like that's probably what's intended. Oh
my God.
That being said, I obviously don't genuinely believe that the billion spikes is harder if that's the case, but like it's really fun to argue like devil's advocate.
I don't know, man. It's so different.
Hqmy thinks that like not even Zoink could do that. I was like, obviously not even Zoink could do that, right? But like what if he could though? Like imagine if there's anyone who could do it, it would be Zoink. And think about it. He's already beaten the hardest ones. All he would have to do is like uber practice It would take a few years to practice, obviously, but I think if the demon list stayed the way it was now and it didn't move at all, right? Let's just say that. Like, Zoink has already done the hardest levels. If he could just get so consistent, and I do think it's possible, not realistically,
possible,
but like theoretically, it's possible. He could do them all in a row. Like, he would never, and he could never. Like, humanly, it's not possible. But like, theoretically, you take the best player who's already beaten the top levels, and you just condition them to do nothing but that for like so long. Okay, eventually they're gonna beat it.
Are the 1 billion single spikes an even distance apart?
I don't
know. Yeah.
Indeterminate. I don't know. Probably not a consistent like rhythmic pattern. I don't know.
I feel like even if it's a single spike jump, at least after about 100,000, you'd have to be like a little bit nervous, right? I can't imagine how nervous. I can't imagine how nervous someone would be after like a million. No way.
A million would take 11 days.
Yeah, dude. I can't even imagine the kind of nerves someone would be No, I don't think the human body can genuinely handle that. This is a really fun argument.
I don't have an answer to the question, to be honest with you. You could make an argument for both. I'm gonna lean on the side of the 150 top 150 levels. But that being said, I don't have an answer. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I can't really like give a definitive answer for what's harder. Obviously, I think top 150 consecutively has more condensed difficulty, so that might make it harder just because it's like the skill set you would need to be able to pull that off is way harder to have than the 1 billion single spike jumps.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, like that's a very compelling argument for both. It's so interesting. Yeah. I'm sorry, Hqmy, for not taking your side on this.
Hqmy wants to cameo. Can I invite him to the call real quick?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, Hqmy?
Yo, why am I actually in here?
Because
cameo, bro. You want to talk about upcoming non-top ones? Can you elaborate on that?
Just levels that are not top ones.
We can save it for a future episode. Levels. I didn't know that.
I think I'm too new to the game to be in here.
Oh,
yeah, too new to the game.
Fine, but
we'll make an exception one time.
Yeah. It's almost over anyway. Probably, I have to imagine.
Yeah,
he'll only be here for
it's pretty much over. I gotta get going soon.
Let's argue about the 1 billion.
Let's not argue about the spike jumps.
Yes.
There's a compelling argument for each. I think my final position is that the skill set you need to do the top 150 consecutively is much stronger than the skill set you need for 1 billion single spikes.
Yeah, like if you pretend that each of those things takes the same amount of time, then like condensing the difficulty of the billion spikes into like the 2 hours of the demon list is still probably in the favor of the demon list, even though you're condensing 33 years of difficulty into like 2 hours.
That's insane.
I don't know. You never know, dude. You never know. Maybe somebody should do it. Somebody should try.
Yeah, someone out there should be very inspired. Do not do it, Hqmy.
You can save the upcoming non-top 1 demons for the next person. If you have to go, we can leave that for whoever comes on next to talk.
Do old gens even know what's coming out?
Yes, bro.
Society's coming out.
That's a top 1?
Shit. Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Society was buffed to top 1.
And there's no more.
And it's AIDS. All of it's AIDS. Frigid Thrills is cool, I guess.
Ooh.
That is cool.
That was nice.
Society, Grief, Heliopolis. There's like Vehemence. I think there's...
Let's not forget Adramelech.
Oh, why would you
that's not
bring
even top
that
1. That's
up?
top 0.
Top negative infinity.
Oh, wait, he's
dude.
right. I messed up.
You messed up. I know. It's like, oh, Eternus is in the vault. Like, no, it's not.
Oh, you're so old. You didn't know Adramelech was top 0.
Y'all like SpongeBob?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Yes, Mati.
Type shit.
This would be such a
if you haven't
good place
noticed,
to end
every
though.
thumbnail on my channel is like SpongeBob.
I love your
Dating
reaction
back to,
it split
so
my
much.
mind.
I'm glad it hasn't
dating
changed.
back to like some Arctic Lights progress video I uploaded. Everything past that point has been a SpongeBob thumbnail, or has had SpongeBob like hidden somewhere in it.
That's just been your trademark, and your Call of Duty bitch intro has just been like something I look forward to.
So that song, that's like a legit, like, okay, you know the song Rack City by Tyga? Like
Yes.
okay, somebody made a cover of that like probably 15 years ago by now, where they just replaced the random lyrics with like Modern Warfare 3 stuff.
No
And that's what that
way.
song is. That's all it is.
That's
And
incredible.
my stepbrother showed, 14 years ago by Expert Thief. It's in the description of all my videos, but my stepbrother showed me this video and I thought it was hilarious. I just thought about it one day, and I was like in a call with B Graham like probably 6.5 to 7 years ago or something. I was in a call with B Graham. And he was like, "Let me make you an intro," and I was like, "Fuck it,
my God.
let me find the song." And then this song for some reason just popped in my head, and that's
Sometimes it gets stuck in my head and it upsets me.
I think you should listen to the whole song. It's fun.
I think I should. I need more to my palate than just Call of Duty bitch, because those are the only lyrics that are from it that are stuck in my head.
One thing we totally forgot to cover is like how did each of us like start playing.
Oh my God.
I just realized that never,
You can
like,
join
crossed
this one, Hqmy.
Oh yes.
we just go like left to right or whatever.
We can go left to right, yeah.
Go ahead, Deck. Or
Deck?
not
What?
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 My bad. I said Ian.
How did I start?
Myself. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I think my mom wanted me to start playing it because she's like, "Oh, geometry. This will help him with shapes." And then it devolved, and it's a lifelong obsession. And I think she's regretted it, but I don't regret it because it's fun, and I'm good at it.
Nice.
Oh man. So I played the Impossible game a lot.
Yeah.
I skipped all of the stages and I beat Phased because I thought it had the best song, so I just went and beat it. And then my stepsister one day showed me Geometry Dash, and I was like, dude, this is just the Impossible game, but like with so much swag. I have to play this. And I downloaded it. I think the next day I bought it on my phone, and I was obsessed for like 5 years. I think I played it every day. It was so bad. Ugh.
That's awesome.
I could have spent
Impossible
that time
game was...
practicing. I could have been someone. Never mind. It's so stupid to think about. Like, oh,
you don't think about being a top player back then. You just think about like, oh, what can I, But anyway, I also used to play the Impossible game, but like I never really transitioned from one to the other. I kind of just stopped playing the Impossible game, and then like a year or so later, my stepbrother was playing GD on his phone. I was like, what is that? So I downloaded the light version.
Shit, what a coincidence!
I think like what?
That your like step sibling also showed you the game. That's insane.
Oh yeah, he was just playing it. I was like, what is that? And so I downloaded the light version on May 12th, 2014. Eventually I bought the full version, but I don't know when. Or no, I think I bought the full version on May 12th, 2014, and I started playing the light version somewhere before that. But anyway, I started getting into the game like really right before 1.7 released. I remember like distinctly beating Theory of Everything was like huge for me. I was like just laying down in my mom's room, like on the couch or whatever.
Oh man, I cried when I beat Club Step. That's just like something dude, I was like 8 years old, of course. Like,
I was like 8 or 9. This was all like,
believe
like 12 years ago almost. It's ridiculous.
Wow, yeah.
Playing for like 12 years. What about you, Hamilton?
I don't know much about my mobile days. All I know is I was like in 6th grade and I did like a layout collab with someone at my school.
Oh hell yeah.
But I started playing on PC, the Steam version, in like 2020.
Oh yeah, I started playing on Steam
and
in like 20.
Yeah, I think the reason I got so into it because it was one of like the only games I could actually run on a fucking Mac.
Yeah, literally.
Valid.
And then I tapped into FPS bypass to 240 in like October 2021. and then it's like all downhill from there.
FPS bypass wasn't even allowed on the list for like so long, dude. I was always so pissed about that because my laptop was, or like my PC was so shitty. Like I could only run.
I remember the catalyst for it getting accepted was when Powered by Pi made like the hardware-based bypass, like the Pi pass, whatever you called it. Yeah, I remember those days. And then Skyjacks beat Tartarus and D on 360, which was the top one level in the top one challenge, and then that's when they extended it from 300 to 360 FPS allowed. I remember that day.
I still remember that. I think one of the only people ever to have beaten the top one challenge and level at the same time when they were both in that position. I think Doggy might have as well, yeah.
Doggy did it.
Slaughterhouse and VSC, yeah. That's insane, dude. Jeez.
Isn't VSC arguably harder than Slaughterhouse?
Yes, I don't know, dude.
Too different. You just
I'm not
can't
qualified enough. Like
they're just two different levels.
I have 49 to 100 on both levels, but like obviously one of those runs is much easier than the other. I think 49 to 100 on Slaughterhouse is so much harder than 49 to 100 on VSC.
Wait, hold on. Go back a second. That's not the route I was expecting you to take right there.
Really?
49 to 100 on VSC is way harder than 49.
Really? I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's harder.
Okay, I believe you. It's been a long time since I got that run, to be fair. It's been several years at this rate. I'd have to check, but it didn't feel... I fluked the shit out of it, that's why. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I suppose we could like slowly lean off of it. It was such a pleasure to talk to you and have you on lolwut.
Yeah,
I've been aware of your presence in this game for a very, very long time, so it's very, very awesome to have you. And Hqmy, thank you for recommending lolwut getting on.
No problem. I also asked Zoe. I don't know if she's going to be on.
Oh yeah, I talked to
her.
her.
Yeah.
Is she going on next week or what?
I think so. I'll have to cut that out of the...
Oh,
okay.
That's okay. Yeah. I think it'll be...
spoilers,
It'll be interesting if people know. But I have to think of like what I would ask Zoe. Like... if
everything
demon related. We can try to...
Yeah. If you could go back in time, would you not pause during Silent Club stuff?
No, trust me. I think we already asked her that, and she said she would. So
yeah, don't forget.
It's just the only way she could.
I'm not gonna ask like brain dead questions, but
I still think this is a real theory. The ultraviolet light, hidden secret.
I love that.
Oh my god, I love that bit.
Wait, what?
The ultraviolet light mega hack watermark that lets people know you're cheating by shining like an ultraviolet light on you.
Oh.
She said that's not true, but I don't believe her.
Yeah, I don't believe her.
Is that the hidden watermark? That's what it is. I've never heard that.
I think it'd be super funny if it was true. It can't be possible, surely.
No, it literally isn't because the computer doesn't display like.
The level complete sign being slightly smaller.
Yeah.
So funny.
How did no one notice that? I swear, if you compare them visually, it's like so obvious.
It's so obvious, yeah. I don't even know.
No one ever stays on that screen long enough. Like...
Back in the day, so I used to be friends with this guy named Tundra77, and him and I would try to like fabricate the most legitimate looking like hacked like runs or whatever. We would obviously state that they were hacked, but he would be like, try to prove that this is hacked, or try to prove this. I'm like, okay, yeah. So
that guy turned into a weird person.
Yeah, we'll leave that out of the podcast, but we can talk about it sometime if you want. We would go back and forth, and eventually like clicking over a macro has such a specific like feel to it if you're watching the footage of someone clicking over a macro, because there's just certain discrepancies, like the delay between clicks and whatnot. Right. And there were some times I had to have brushed it off so carelessly, but there were some times watching Space I'd be like, that's really
like that right.
Yeah, this feels so much like footage that we were creating, but he's the best player.
That guy who caught him and then they just didn't listen to him because he was proven legit. Like, why? That's so stupid. Whoever DM'd them that should have been removed from the list team
immediately.
That's just it's so careless, and like refusing to reinvestigate when there's new evidence just because you already quote unquote proved that he was a legit player. Like, that's not how you run the list, bro. It's so stupid.
I agree. There should be zero exceptions.
You are not beyond reasonable, like, doubt, bro.
Dude, we could get so deep into the demon list shit that goes on. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of favoritism and stuff, but there's nothing we can really do about it. That's totally something we could talk about in a later episode. Yeah.
I mean, if we put that out there, I'd probably get crucified, but it's fine. I know some
You have
stuff.
very strong beliefs about the demon list.
I've been banned.
You're banned from the demon list?
5 times.
For what?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Exposing people for their shit. And I've also gotten like death threats from mods, so that didn't really make me want to stay there. I don't know. I just don't have the best outlook on the demon list.
I have to get going, so unfortunately we have to wrap it up.
Quick closing remarks.
Quick closing remarks, I guess. lolwut, do you have any closing remarks?
Thank you, Hqmy.
Do I? No, I'm good.
All right, I respect it.
Oh no.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or week or evening. I hope to catch all of you at some point in the future. Although I'm like never on my laptop anymore. This is the first time I've been on my laptop in like a week and a half. Oh boy. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. This has been an episode with lolwut in all of its glory. And Hqmy.
Hamilton.
Sometime.
Well, I'm gonna have a great lunch when I'm watching this.
Hell yeah. Well,
It was a pleasure talking to you all. It was a lot of fun.